collectors, to another collector eject. Today we're looking at Ninja Gaiden for the original NES. This is a side-scrolling platformer, and one of the first things you'll notice about it is it has a story. It has cutscenes in between the levels. So already this game is ahead of its time, as most games nowadays try to be cinematic. It starts out a lot like the original Mario. A little guy to the left of screen, and there's an open space to the right, so you run to the right. Soon you're fighting enemies. You have a sword primarily, but then there's a few extra weapons that you can hold one at a time, sort of like in Castlevania. One of them is the flame wheel, which was one of my favorites as a kid. What's good about this game? The controls are responsive. You really feel agile as you're jumping around. You can jump, cling to walls, and jump off them. Attacking is good and responsive, except sometimes when I jump and attack, Ryu doesn't actually swing his sword, which I'm not sure what that's about. Other than that, the controls are very good. Another good part of this game is the music. Though it can be repetitive, it does have energy to it and emotion. Another way that this game was ahead of its time is when you die, you only get set back to the beginning of the area that you just started. That is, unlike most NES games, you don't have to start all the way at the very beginning of the game. What's bad? This game gets very, very hard as it goes on. Some people will see that as an enjoyable challenge, people who like to stick with one game and become good at it. But others, like anyone with anger problems or small children in the house, might want to avoid this one. It does get pretty ridiculously hard. I think it probably comes from this originally being an arcade game. Maybe they didn't want people to actually beat the game. That said, what makes this game fun is training at an area until you can go through it and realizing that it's not hard for you anymore, and you feel like you have ninja skills because you're jumping over things, you're hitting bullets out of the air, and you know just when to jump and things like that. And since it's such a difficult game, I recommend taking turns with someone else. You can kind of get burnt out on playing a certain level that you might be stuck on, but if you see someone else give that level a try, then you're like, itching to try it again, like, oh, that doesn't look so hard, I can make that. Advanced techniques. If you jump, press down and the attack button at the same time, it cancels the delay between attacks, so as fast as you can press down and attack, your character will swing his sword, which comes in handy in the final boss fight. Another advanced technique is finding where the spin dash attack is and using it against bosses, because it'll take out bosses in like 2 hits. So collect or eject, I would say collect. So that's it for me. Have fun playing and collecting.